Every year, millions of intelligent people wake up before sunrise. They earn degrees. They read books. They work long hours. They do everything right. And yet, they feel stuck. Their salary increases. Their expenses increase faster. Their lifestyle improves. Their anxiety improves with it. Here's the paradox. If intelligence creates success, why are so many smart people financially fragile? Why do doctors carry debt for decades? Why do engineers live paycheck to paycheck? Why do professionals making six figures feel broke? The problem isn't effort. It isn't discipline. It isn't intelligence. It's something far more invisible. For most of modern history, intelligence meant survival. Farmers needed skill to predict seasons and manage land. Merchants needed calculation to trade profitably. Kings needed strategy to defend and expand. If you were intelligent, you adapted. If you adapted, you survived. Then came the industrial age. Intelligence shifted from survival to specialization. You didn't need to own land. You needed a skill. Factories required engineers. Hospitals required doctors. Corporations required managers. Specialization meant employment. Employment meant stability. And stability meant safety. For a while, the equation worked. In 1970, in many Western economies, a single income could buy a home, support children, and still leave room for savings. A factory worker could own property. A teacher could retire comfortably. Productivity rose. Wages rose with it. But something changed. Today, in many developed economies, too high incomes struggle to do the same. Housing costs outpace salary growth. Healthcare costs multiply. Education becomes a lifetime liability. In the United States, nearly 40% of adults report they would struggle to cover a $400 emergency without borrowing or selling something. These are not careless people. They are teachers, nurses, analysts, managers. They are competent. So what changed? The system evolved. But the rules we were taught didn't. Let's break the illusion. School trains you to solve defined problems. There is a correct answer. There is a grading system. There is a reward for compliance. Work rewards you for functioning within defined systems. There are KPIs, performance reviews, promotion tracks. Follow the system well enough, and you advance. But wealth is not created inside defined systems. It's created by owning them. Imagine a treadmill. The smarter you are, the faster you run. You get promoted. You earn bonuses. You upgrade your apartment. You take better vacations. But the treadmill also speeds up. Rent rises. Your peer group earns more. Your lifestyle expands to match your new income. You don't feel richer. You feel normal. This is lifestyle inflation. But it's deeper than spending habits. It's structural. Your salary is calibrated. Just enough to feel rewarding. Never enough to feel abundant. Just enough to qualify for debt. A mortgage. A car loan. A credit card with a higher limit. Debt converts income into obligation. Now your intelligence works, not for freedom, but for repayment. You show up not just for growth, but because you must. Meanwhile, something else is happening quietly in the background. Assets rise in price. Stocks. Real estate. Private equity. Those who own assets benefit from inflation. Those who depend solely on wages fall behind it. Because inflation does not hit evenly. It inflates assets first. Then it touches consumer goods. Wages lag behind both. This is the quiet divide. Workers optimize income. Owners optimize systems. And intelligence, when directed only toward income, becomes trapped. The real turning point isn't a market crash. It's a realization. You wake up one day earning more than your parents ever did. Yet buying a house feels impossible. You calculate mortgage payments and feel a tightness in your chest. You did everything right. Degree, career, promotions. But wealth feels distant. Because wealth was never the objective of the system you entered. Productivity was. The modern economy rewards efficiency, not independence. Smart people become specialists. Specialists become dependent on institutions. Institutions extract value from predictability. Your predictability. You show up every Monday. You make predictable payments. You consume predictably. Your behavior can be forecasted. From the outside, it looks like success. Inside, it feels fragile. One layoff. One health crisis. One economic downturn. And the structure trembles. That is the moment the illusion cracks. When millions of intelligent workers rely on wages, and assets are owned by a smaller percentage, we get widening inequality. Not because people are lazy, but because the structure amplifies ownership. Inflation increases asset prices first, not wages. Debt becomes normalized. Credit becomes survival. Retirement becomes uncertain. You are told to invest in a retirement account. But even retirement accounts are tied to markets dominated by large asset holders. You are participating, but from the edges. This isn't necessarily malicious. It's systemic. Modern monetary systems expand through borrowing. Economic growth requires spending. Spending requires confidence. Confidence requires stable employment. So the system is built to maintain employment, not to maximize individual financial freedom. A fully financially independent population does not borrow much. It does not spend impulsively. It does not depend. The system thrives on circulation, not stillness. Smart people adapt. They reskill. They learn new software. They switch industries. They negotiate raises. But few question the structure itself. And here's the uncomfortable truth. The system doesn't punish intelligence. It redirects it. Your intelligence increases corporate profits. Your discipline stabilizes banks. Your ambition sustains demand. You are rewarded, but within boundaries. Those boundaries are invisible. They are cultural. Be realistic. Be practical. Be safe. Risk is discouraged. Ownership is framed as uncertain. But employment feels secure, even when it isn't. Meanwhile, wealth accumulates through ownership of equity in companies, capital in appreciating assets, networks that create leverage. Not effort alone. Effort is linear. Ownership is exponential. If you work 10% harder, your income might rise 10%. If an asset appreciates 10%, your return can compound endlessly. Two people can work equally hard. One builds assets. The other builds obligations. The difference isn't IQ. It's position in the system. And most of us were trained for the same position. Employee, not owner. There is another layer most people miss. Time. Employees trade time for income. Owners use capital to buy time. An employee's income stops when their effort stops. An owner's income can continue. Intelligent people often invest years mastering a profession. But few invest equal energy into understanding leverage. Leverage is the multiplier. Capital is leverage. Technology is leverage. People are leverage. When you combine intelligence with leverage, the game changes. But without leverage, intelligence simply increases your value inside someone else's system. You become indispensable. But still replaceable. Still dependent. And here's the psychological trap. Smart people derive identity from competence. They are praised for achievement. Promotions validate them. Titles define them. Ownership feels unfamiliar, unstructured, ambiguous. There is no syllabus for equity. No guaranteed promotion for investing. No annual review for starting something of your own. So they stay where feedback is clear. Where effort equals reward. Even if the reward never creates freedom. Let's clarify something. There is nothing wrong with employment. Society needs skilled professionals. Hospitals need doctors. Infrastructure needs engineers. Education needs teachers. But if all your intelligence flows into income alone, you are playing only half the game. Income is survival. Ownership is leverage. Effort builds skill. Assets build freedom. Savings protect you. Assets multiply you. One is defensive. The other is offensive. Most smart people master defense. Few master offense. So what does stepping off the treadmill look like? It doesn't mean quitting your job tomorrow. It means questioning assumptions. It means asking, where is my effort going? Am I building something I own? Or only something I operate? It might mean investing consistently in assets you understand. It might mean building a side venture. It might mean acquiring equity instead of just salary. It might mean living below your means long enough to accumulate capital. Not to impress, but to purchase leverage. It requires delayed gratification, which intelligent people are capable of, but only if they see the bigger picture. The biggest shift is mental. From consumption to accumulation. From income to equity. From prestige to autonomy. From running faster to designing differently. Because once you see the treadmill clearly, you stop blaming yourself for being tired. You stop assuming you're bad with money. You stop believing that one more promotion will solve everything. You realize the issue was structural. And structures can be navigated, but only if you recognize them. So let me ask you, are you building income? Or building ownership? Are you increasing lifestyle? Or increasing leverage? If the system was designed for productivity, how will you design your path toward freedom? The smartest move is not rejecting the system. It's understanding it deeply enough to choose your position within it. Because intelligence is not the problem. Unexamined participation is. And once you see that, you're no longer just a runner on the treadmill. You're someone deciding whether to keep running, or to start building the machine. Are you currently fighting an invisible war with your own spending habits? Look at your last 3 purchases. Were they driven by logic or biology? Let me know in the comments below. And if you are ready to master the psychology of wealth, subscribe to PBC Capital Mind.